Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing good. So recently, some of you may know I did a wreath making class where we moved to and I absolutely loved it. I went on to Amazon and I bought myself a wreath making kit. Oh my goodness me. As soon as it arrived, I got so excited. Now, of course, I wanted to make a wreath, but my immediate thought was, how amazing would these look in resin? Now, I am definitely not the first person ever to put orange slices and cinnamon sticks in resin. It has been done a billion times by many different people, but I hope what I make today will inspire you to do something a little bit different. It also came with pine cones and some acorns and red ribbons. I'm not going to be using these in today's video. They are a bit hunky chunky to get into my mold. Although, FYI, this is later me. I soon learned that the acorns were actually polystyrene and you could cut them in half quite easily and I could have used them. But anyway, we're not using them in today's video. We're just using the berries, the orange slices, the cinnamon stick, and I'm going to be using something else which I recently saw on a channel here on YouTube. If anyone knows Nick Zametti, he did a video that was very unlike anything he usually does, and he was doing some resin crafting and making some pots, and he used something that I thought I absolutely needed to use and see what it looks like. So this is a large plant pot silicone mold. I will have it linked in the description box. Hopefully I'll find it everywhere. I'm giving it a really good clean with some isopropyl alcohol and a wipe. Now this is matte. Many of you who've been with me a while will have seen me make resin creations in a pot like this, and the result will come out matte because the silicone is matte. But it's not just matte, guys. It creates the most beautiful frosted glass effect, like an icy frosty effect, and I needed that for what I wanted to do. Now it does have, of course, it has this brace that holds it all together, and it has an insert that you put inside the pot. I'm going to leave that out for now because I want to be able to maneuver that inner part so that I can kind of like put things down and in and get them really down in there. In hindsight, I might not have done this. It did get messy and it got a little bit ag, but I can promise you it was all worth it in the end. Now the berries that come with this kit have all got copper wire attached to them, of course, enabling you to stick them into your DIY Christmas wreaths, right? But I don't want them on all of the berries. I'm going to keep them on some, but I don't want them on all. So I'm simply trimming off that copper wire, and with others I'm actually attaching 2, 3 or 5 together, and I'm twisting those copper wires together to hold them all in place. Now again, this is the first time I'm trying anything like this with the wreath making kit. So lessons I've already learned is that, of course, these are polystyrene and polystyrene floats, and I was fully expecting that. I knew that when I went into it. But the more berries you can attach together in a bundle, the better. So I spent a lot of time putting in individual little berries, where in actual fact I should have spent more time twisting 3 or 5 berries together in a cluster that really would have stayed down and in. Now I am doing this dry. You can, if you want to, pour the resin first and then put all of your pieces in. For me, I wanted to do it this way around to see what the results are like. And then moving forward, I'll learn from this video and I'll do something completely different next time. FYI, spoiler alert, there's another video coming and it's unbelievable. But anyway, calm down, Claire, calm down. Okay, so this is a dry mold at this point. There's no resin in here. We've put the berries in, we've put the orange slices in. Now, the plan here was to use the orange slices and the cinnamon sticks to wedge the berries down in place. I know as soon as I pour that resin, those berries are going to do their absolute most. They are going to fight to get to the surface, and I don't want that. I want them down and in. Much like a ball in the water. If you try and pin down a ball in the water, it's not going to stay, it's going to come up. So that was the plan, to kind of like fiddle around and get the cinnamon sticks in place to the point where I could see that they were going to pin the berries down. That was key here. because I definitely wanted some red in my project, and that is why I didn't put the central insert in at this stage. I wanted to be able to pull that silicone back and really get down in the sides and really have a play and work out my situation of everything, where I was putting everything and how much I was going to put in there. Now, I was really happy at this point. Again, everything's going to be linked below, so the large plant pot mold and the wreath making kit. This is the part that was inspired by Nick Zametti in his recent video. Now, I did happen to have 2 loose Christmas tree branches from my cheaper Christmas tree sitting on the side, but do not get me twisted. If I didn't have those that had already fallen off, I would be getting my scissors to my Christmas tree, and I would be cutting my own Christmas tree to get my own branches from the Christmas tree. It just so happens that these pieces fell off when I put the tree up this year, and I've just had them on the side because you just never know, dear. But yeah, if I didn't have these, I would 100%. I have got a very cheap 8-foot Christmas tree. I 100% would get my scissors and hack away at that Christmas tree to get the results from this. So that is the part that was inspired by Nick, and I just thought adding that bit of green would just elevate the whole piece, because he made a pot, and he made a few pots in one video, but this was the one that really stood out to me, and this was the one that I thought, oh my goodness, that green works a dream. So in they went, and again, I was just kind of like playing around just until the point comes where I do have to pour the resin. Now, I am pouring 50-50, so half clear and half I'm going to be adding in the pearl white and maybe some of that Vista white, but also some sparkle as well, just to see where it gets to. Now, I'll be honest, it felt more like I was going in thirds, so I poured 2/3 clear and then 1/3 with the pearl white. I didn't want the pearl white to take over. Equally, I really did want it to kind of like meld in with the clear and blend and give us some gorgeous yumminess with the swirly effects and the beautiful pearl element of it. Now, hindsight, guys. This is where I am using a lollipop stick to pull back that inner silicone, just to make sure that that resin has gone down, in, around and under all of the pieces that I've put in there. Of course, what that means is I'm now disturbing so many berries that I've put in there. And yeah, don't do that. Just don't do that. Just trust that resin goes in absolutely every nook and cranny, and I really didn't need to worry about it. Now, here I am putting in a few more things. Now that I've 2 parts filled it with resin, and I've put that kind of like insert back in, that central insert is now back in there. So my mould is now fully solid, and it's really hard at this point to wedge things down the side. I'm just filling it up now. And look how many berries. I mean, it was absolutely ridiculous. I was like, why did I do that? I lost a lot of berries. A lot of berries became dislodged when I was, pulling the silicone around. We still have berries in here though, so it's okay. I will just learn from this, and I'll take this forward for my next project. Now, into the rest of the resin is going the Arteza Pearl White. Again, if you decide to do this, any colour would work, like seriously any colour. I was even thinking about that dark Christmas tree, dark pine forest green. That would just be stunning. And lights. Why didn't I put lights in it? Because I just feel like lights would have made, oh my gosh, it just would have elevated the pot, But equally, it's going to be a practical plant pot. So do you want lights in there that you can see and, might break in a couple of years? Who knows, right? This is where I realised something wasn't quite right. Now, guys, this is not another mess up. It comes out absolutely beautifully. Okay, mistakes were made, but it comes out absolutely spectacularly stunning, and I'm obsessed. But I did mess up here, because when I put the insert back up the centre, I didn't quite get it right. You can see here it's raised in the centre. It shouldn't be. There is now air trapped between the silicone and that black solid plastic protective insert, you know, the brace of it all. This cannot happen. I cannot have it like this. So I did panic. I sat there and thought, oh, the air turned a little bit blue. And I thought the only way to fix this is to wedge my huge silicone tool down those sides to try and pull that silicone back down in order for it to go flat at the top. Otherwise, I'm in trouble here. I did it. I managed to get it flat, but I was worried because obviously putting my silicone tool down those sides, well, that's just going to blend the white in with the clear, and I didn't really want it too much blended. I want to still be able to see all of the yummy things that I've put in there. Now, next day, demold. Immediately I knew something wasn't quite right. I don't know how this happened. I obviously pushed it too hard. I was messing around too much. The lip should be flat, but it's like concaved. It's not even ugly. I'm not even angry about it. I think it adds to it. And guys, oh, take my breath away. I absolutely, and I truly loved the results of this. It reminded me of a crisp Christmas morning, a winter walk, a winter drink, a Christmas cocktail. It was just everything I wanted it to be, despite all of the mess and the mistakes that were made along the way, human error. I absolutely loved it. And even though the top of the pot has been crushed somehow, I'm not even angry at it. It kind of looks really, really posh and bougie. It's got this kind of like extra sharp lip about it. But look at this. It is dreamy. It is cloudy. It is absolutely Christmas magic in a pot. And I am obsessed. Fully obsessed. I mean, we lost a few berries, so it was a case of find the berry, but they're definitely in there, and luckily they're quite equally spaced out. This section here is my absolute favourite, with the cinnamon stick and the 2 oranges to the left, 1 orange to the right, and the berry was caught in there as well. And then 3 cinnamon sticks ended up together in a pile, which is absolutely fine. And then this section, the Christmas tree branches added that extra something something. And I just love it. So that section there where I'm pointing, that was the only section of the whole pot where there's a bit of a hole. The resin didn't quite come into contact with the side of the pot, and it's absolutely fine. I mean, I just love it. I love everything about it. It is screaming winter forest. It is screaming Christmas markets. Christmas markets. I honestly... I've run out of ways to describe it. Now, the pot itself does have a sharp edge at the bottom, so I am using my deburring tool just to bring that to a beautiful, soft, curved, smooth edge where there's no risk of actually hurting yourself on it. And the more I look at this pot, the more I want to make a house. I want to do so much more with this wreath making kit, because sometimes I'll do one video and it will just inspire me to the next level. And I just think, okay, I could spend a month on this. I could easily think of everything I could possibly do with this one. Well, I'd have to buy more. One wreath making kit, you know? Especially the acorns. I really want to try using the acorns. The pine cones are simply too big. I don't have any machinery where I could slice the pine cones into slices. Might be able to buy them, but I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you are getting all of the warm, fuzzy winter wonderland, winter markets, Christmassy vibes that I am getting from this pot. And I honestly... I'm just obsessed, guys. I'm absolutely obsessed. I am going to go again. It won't be exactly the same result, of course, but I do want to try something different, something new in the next video. And yeah, the results are amazing. The results are amazing, like even better, like 10 times better. I'm just obsessed right now. Absolutely obsessed. I wish I found this sooner because Christmas videos are nearly over. Can't believe I'm saying that. I hope you feel inspired by this one. I'm going to show you what this looks like now in my living room because I've put some Christmas lights inside. Imagine this as a lantern. Imagine this as a lantern, guys. Like, honestly, if you decorate the bottom as well so that the top is then gorgeous, add something to the top maybe. Oh, don't know. Add some decoration to the top. Put everything in the other way round, and then just throw a load of fairy lights inside. Flip the pot upside down, and it becomes the most stunning lantern. Check this out. If this does not scream winter, cozy, crisp, Christmas markets, Christmas drink, mulled wine, I don't know what does. I've just literally brought it into my living room, thrown a load of fairy lights in there. There are so many areas of transparency in this pot. You can see right through the orange slices. You can see all of the dark areas where the berries are, where the cinnamon sticks are, and I cannot get enough of this. I hope you love it as much as me, guys. I really hope you do, and you feel inspired. Everything you will need to make this regarding the pot and the wreath making kit will be down below in the description box. Of course, you guys can use your own colours and your own resin and do all of the yumminess, but yeah, I'm obsessed. And yeah, thank you so much if you've got this far, and thank you if you've been in the live chat. I appreciate you all very, very much, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.